Everybody, welcome back to another Thursday night paint night. I am your host, Adam Paul, Time Warp Custom Paint. I have my wife over here, Ashley. Oh, I forgot she's not over here. She's running a little bit behind. Anyways, let's get right to it. First off, this is not a clickbait video. I'm really going to use mustard on this thing. We're going to completely transform this hood panel. We're going to get it all painted up. The great thing is we're going to be using spray paint and an airbrush. That's basically all we're going to be using here to be able to create this. So if you don't have any equipment, if you don't have a spray gun, if you don't have all that stuff, you don't need it. Really a couple spray cans, using the right methods. We're going to be able to create something pretty cool with just spray can paint and using our Harbor Freight airbrush. So we'll get right to it. Okay, this is the logo we'll be using on the front. Just kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be doing here. The V8 logo I cut this out of the stencil material that we have through LiME. You can get it. Looks just like this right here. And this is what you're wanting right here. So this fits right into the Cricut Maker or any kind of Cricut or any kind of cutter that you use to be able to cut your stencils. Or you can simply just cut a piece off and custom make stencils and cut them out with a razor blade by hand. That's fine too. But what we're going to do here is I have this pre-cut out. You can see that there's some extra lines here. So we're going to cut out some other stuff right here. We'll pull it out when needed. But once we get some paint on this thing, get this thing prepped, we're going to stick this thing down, kind of give it a chromish kind of a look. And then we're going to do some patina off of that as well. But really, the whole plan is to patina the edge of this, kind of have it melt away. And I might do a little bit of variegated leaf. We'll see how the time goes and see how far we're into it. But I feel like I can knock this out pretty quick, especially since we're using spray paint. So I'll put this off to the side. Once again, this is the removable vinyl. First things first, though, as always, you want to make sure that you're cleaning your panel with a wax and grease remover before you do any kind of sanding or anything, because what you're going to do is just drive in those oils and the grease and contaminants into the metal. So let's clean it to start. Okay, looks good. I'm just going to use, I just got this 600 grit pad kicking around right here. We're just going to put a little bit of a grit into it. See what that's doing there? That's going to help that primer out a little bit. Primer we're using is direct to metal, but if you're able to give a little bit of etch like this, you'll help yourself out. Hello, you're tarty. Were you still eating your hot dog or what? You still eating your hot dog or what? Okay, got that. Once we do that, we're gonna need to clean it again. So one more time with the wax and grease remover, panel prep. Thanks.
Whoops, I'm late.
Your watch, is your watch behind?
Huh?
Is your watch behind?
No, I wasn't even looking.
I knew it. Okay, nice etch, nice and clean. That's what we want. Let's we'll go ahead and start. We'll put that fan on, and we're gonna use the, like we talked about, the high build primer, just straight out of a can. Make sure it's mixed up good. This is just the 1K.
Hold on. I can't really hear you.
They can't hear me. Did they not hear me at all the whole time?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to see.
Okay, well, I don't know if you heard me or not, but
They said we could hear you.
oh, they could? Oh, great. Okay, back to it.
Adam's trying to get us shut down, leaving the cleaner out.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Okay, they can hear you. I'm pretty sure they can hear now. You just didn't have the other mic thing on, so.
Oh, okay. So we're good now? We were good before, let's do.
Yeah, they said they could hear you before too.
Okay, good. I was worried I was talking to myself. How embarrassing, you know?
They said the cricket's allowed.
Yeah, the crackhead cricket's back. Just won't be quiet. Got a little air in there.
Really
We'll
loud.
let that.
I don't know what it's doing. You're gonna have to catch him.
I think so. Be a hard one to find. All right, we're just going to use the heat gun to kind of speed up the process here. We'll get that off. A little bit of hair kind of filling there or something.
Not from me. I came late. From you.
Just going to touch up a couple of spots I see right there. And really all we need is a nice thin coat. Okay, I think we got it. Yep, feels good. Nice and dry. You can tell because when it's wet, you can see it kind of has a sheen, a shine to it. So we're all good. We're going to take our pad one more time. And we're just going to lightly. Like I'm just barely applying pressure to this. Just lightly kind of grazing the surface in case anything kind of fell in it. Okay, that's it. Give it a wipe down. Okay, looking good. Next, we are going to hit this thing up with some. Okay, so this is black base coat. I know I've talked about this before. This is not like what you would get at the hardware store. This is just base coat in a can. It doesn't have any kind of clear coat or anything. It dries fast, it lays thin, and the most important thing is it allows you to be able to tape up graphics over top of each other. It's not going to put a big thickness down. It's not going to take forever to dry. And if you apply it right, you're going to be able to pull your tape off and get nice clean edges. This is regular automotive paint in a spray can.
Jason says, did my first bike paint job. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without your videos.
All right. Awesome to hear. Cool.
And then Travis G said, question, would a line spray can primer be good enough to use on a bare metal Sportster tank?
You know, I would probably use a 2K if you're going to be doing a whole tank. It's good for like spot repair and stuff like that. But overall, yeah, that could, I mean, you're probably going to be fine, but just for longevity's sake, I would do it with a 2K. Let me grab a better nozzle here. We do have a 2K primer surfacer coming out though. It's going to be just like the double shot. It has on the bottom of the can, it has the twist and the turn, and it'll have the two parts. So we are coming out with that as well. You should see that probably in the next month or so.
Is that a drip on the bottom left corner?
Yeah, we'll fix this. We'll fix that. We should be actually spraying this like this. That drip's not going to hurt us though.
Eddie said, I seriously appreciate you taking care of me on my spinner backing pad, man.
Okay, we're going to give that just a second to dry. Go and speed it up a little bit.
Sticker said, I saw you guys release your colored dry flake. Can't wait to get some of that. Bling, bling.
Cool. You can see that actually right here. We have all the colored flake in these 3-ounce jars. So this will make 1 quart of sprayable metal flake, one of these jars.
If I have a breakthrough sanding my poly primer can using a rattle can to touch up the floor sealer.
Yep, that's what's perfect for that stuff. To touch up little areas, or if you have a tank that's already been painted, like factory painted, you have a couple of rock chips here and there. It's kind of spot primer, and it's perfect for that. And it also does, in the case of the sportster tank, it will also work for that. But if you plan on putting a lot of money, you know, into materials and this thing to be really nice, it's the proper way is to go 2K all the way, because it's going to make it over time a lot more durable. Not to say that the paint job won't last 5 years. It probably will.
Is your flat clear out yet?
Yep, it sure is. The flat clear is out. You can see I have an example right here. I don't want to just rip on that. That's not good. We do have the flat clear coat. Yeah, so it does have the hardener with it. 4 to 1. You only need a quart. Does a lot when it comes to flat clear coat. It really goes a long ways. Now I hope to do a tutorial on that coming up here pretty soon.
Is it okay to use store flake in clear base coat if I don't use? Is it okay to store flake in clear base coat if I don't use all of it, or will it dry out over time?
As long as you have a lid on it, it'll stay good for quite a while. After a time, it might start to gel up a little bit. Just a little bit of reducer in there will thin that back out. So yeah, no problem.
Love your fine line tape. Turns corners like nothing else.
Nice, appreciate that.
Spray cans have been awesome so far. Speeds up a lot of projects.
Yeah, it's nice just to have the black base coat on hand. Be able to do that. Okay, so where did the silver go that I had?
Can you show the container of flake again? And you mix that with clear base or the 2K clear? What are you looking for?
My silver. That's silver metal flake. Hold on, that one I custom made. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. I'm sorry, the flake. Yes. So here's the purple, for instance.
And then here's the question you said. And you mix with clear base coat or the 2K clear?
You could do either or. I prefer to put it in clear. 2K clear.
Bless you.
I need my pills.
Take your pill. I brought you.
Oh man.
That's why I was late. I was getting an allergy pill. It's on your cup.
Okay. All right. Let's I have some really fine silver here. I'm gonna lay that out, but I'm gonna do it right where. Let me see. Where's my stencil? All right. So the stencil. I'm gonna try to put that somewhere in the center, probably about like right there. So I just want to paint where the emblem's gonna be at this really fine silver. You can use regular silver too. I feel like the fine silver is gonna look better and look more like an emblem. I got that whole thing. A little more right there. Okay. That should do it. Look, that's going to dry pretty fast. Yep. Nice and quick. Next, I'm going to take a little bit. So I'm going to grab my airbrush.
I don't even know why that freaking cricket's squawking. It's freaking light outside. It ain't dark yet.
It's been squawking since like 4.
It thinks it's dark time in here or what?
I think he's on crack.
Good Lord.
That's what I'm saying. It's the crackhead cricket. It won't stop. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of white base coat in the can right here, and here's the Harbor Freight airbrush. It's the Avante $25 airbrush. We're going to make sure this is good and thin. You can see how nice and thin it is. That's what we need. And we're going to just kind of make a little bit of detail. Plan out a little bit of detail here, you know?
because I said it's a crack. It looks like Jeremy has a sign. He says the sign will make its debut this Saturday at the 2-Bit motorcycle show.
All right. He has a sign done?
Yeah, he has a sign he's going to do.
Nice.
He's going to show, I guess. Oh, can't wait to see it.
All right. So I'm just going to... Let me grab like a piece of paper.
Ryan Christensen sent a $20 super chat and said, our favorite night of the week. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that. Okay. We're just going to put some lines in like this. And all that's going to do, you kind of see what that did there. Whoa, whoa. Where are you going?
Whoa, buddy.
That's just going to make the chrome look more like chrome. Planning it out now so I don't have to worry about it later. Okay, now it's time to lay out the stencil. Where are we at there? So not only do we have the vinyl, we also have the transfer paper too. So this is nice because it does have the grid on it. So that way you can transfer it with clear plastic onto whatever you're painting there.
So it's a Jeepers man, get yourself together. Laugh out loud.
Do you see where I put that stencil?
You lost it now?
The green one?
Is it in your hand?
No, not this. Not this. Oh, I threw it away.
Okay.
Whoops. Got some paint on it too. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so that'll fit right there. So what we'll do is we're going to take an edge of this, pull that backing off. All this is going to do is allow us to transfer this stencil to our hood. Let's get it. Okay. Here we go. Mosquito trying to get me. Ouch. Uh-oh. Easy there. Okay. Whoa, man.
You should have cut that tape smaller.
I know.
It's sticking to everything.
I know. What's going on? I still can. Let me go take it over there. I should probably turn this fan off, too. That doesn't make it easier. Okay. All right, we're going to kind of just guess the middle here. And we'll say about right there.
Do you sell the clear coat hardener separate?
We can. We don't actually sell it separate, though. It's sold as a kit. All right, we got that down nice and smooth, no wrinkles.
Someone said he's all hopped up on hot dogs.
The mustard, man. It's the Dijon. good. All right, we got it. All right, next, we're going to go ahead and take the black base coat again. So I can figure out where I put it. Right here. Okay, here we go.
Question: with your hardener for the clear, how long will it take to set in 93 degrees?
93 degrees. It's gonna set pretty fast. If you're doing motorcycle parts or small parts, you'll be fine. But if you're doing a whole car, you're definitely going to want to get a slow hardener on that. Whoops! Hit it with the edge of the can right there, dang it.
Whoa!
It's okay. Okay, we're good there. We don't need it all the way covered. This is going to be fine. Just what we're doing here. Speed it up just a little bit.
Blizzy fever has set in.
I'm sorry, what fever?
Blizzy.
Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, we're gonna get the good stuff here. So we're gonna take our mustard. So like always with any mustard, you have to shake it up really good, or you get that nasty squirt. Ugh. We don't want that to happen. I'm dogless right now because the problem with the hot dog is it does have grease, so we're just going to use the bun. So all we need is really just the bun and just regular yellow mustard. If you want to make it a little nicer, you could go with like a Dijon or a Grey Poupon. That's good too. It's all what you want to spend. This stuff's just from Walmart, so this will work.
Limelight cooking show. Don't want no nasty mustard water.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Where'd you get the stencil vinyl?
You can get that on LimeLine. Amazon, eBay, LimeLine website.
That's not French's, that's Walmart brand.
Yeah, Walmart brand. You can use Walmart brand. You can even use hamburger bun. You don't even need to use a hot dog bun. You can use a hamburger bun. It'll be a little bit different, but you can use either or. Or you can use a piece of bread too, but a piece of bread, I don't know. I've never tried it with bread.
When's the Limelight mustard going to be on Amazon?
Oh, Limelight mustard. Green mustard. All right, so I'm going to take it like this and kind of fold it.
Laugh out loud. Nice buns,
Hey,
said Chad Zorn.
you like that? That's kind of a lot of mustard there, but we're just going to go with it. I want more mustard on the top where it's kind of going to be more patinaed. And then you just kind of just slap it on there as you, however you want. You can just kind of play with it. Just do what you want.
Here in the communist Canada, we can't afford high-end mustard.
Yeah, Dijon. No Dijon there. There we go. The thing is the bread only lasts so long, and sometimes you need more than one.
Someone said WTF. I thought that was clickbait. Laugh out loud.
No, I'm.
It really is mustard going on tonight. I mean, does it have to be bread or maybe just a sponge?
Oh yeah, you can. Well, I mean, if you want.
What on earth is happening tonight? He really is all flustered tonight. It's supposed to be paint. He got the mustard instead. I don't know what's going on. Can we get fries with that?
You know, I'm making you all hungry. I got a hot dog over there looking at me.
I joined the live a little late today. I don't know whether to be concerned that Adam is dabbing mustard on paint or intrigued.
Whoops, a little bit on the ground there. Oh,
Pardon
man.
me, but can you paint me some gray poupon? Something different for sure. It's
Okay.
the mustard flustards.
And then I kind of want to like do like a little bit of mustard right there.
That bun's in rough shape.
A little bit, yeah. The good thing we're almost done.
Wait till you see what it does with the ketchup. What in the corn cob hell are you thinking, man? Watch and poof, it's gonna look beautiful. Next week, sausage gravy styling. A little dab will do ya.
Okay, don't take much.
You guys, I didn't believe him either when he told me this. I'm like, there's no freaking way you're using mustard. What is going on?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, Ashley. You are not usually very impressed with what I do. To be honest with you, you're kind of my you're my worst critic or my hardest critic. You're probably both of those. Anyways,
what are you trying to say?
You are going to be amazed about what's going to happen to this panel. It doesn't look like much, but you'll be happy.
I just looked up from my work and saw you were really using a bun. I'm laughing my freaking butt off at him.
Okay, so we got just regular white base coat.
I don't know what's happening here.
White base coat. We're gonna go right over the mustard.
We're painting the mustard?
Paint the mustard right over the mustard.
Oh my goodness.
Looks even better. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Looks good.
Next thing you know, you go outside and cats can be looking at your car hood.
You got to get that mustard real good. Okay, that's a little bit more. Not too much. We're good with that. Okay, we got white base coat on there now.
White base is better than ketchup.
Does that look better? Is that looking better than it did just a second ago or no?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of faith.
What school did
I'm
you
hoping
learn?
for the best here.
What school did you learn this at? I need to go.
Yeah. Well, I dropped out of culinary school and started painting, so I'm gonna meshing the two together.
Glad he mustered up the courage tonight for this. Oh my gosh, I love
Let the
all
puns
these.
begin.
I love them all. Should have just went with barbecue sauce.
Yeah, tasty.
I see where he is going with this.
Yeah. Some people are gonna see it before it happens.
Redneck Painting 191. Limelight Cooking Show. Cordon Bleu. Redneck Painting 101.
Okay, let's grab some. We actually used this blue once before. When Tony Tucker came on, we did his little panel with the same. His race bike is actually painted this color of blue. So I thought, man, that's the perfect color. Let's go with that.
Is this Cooking with Adam Warp Show?
You can call it what you want.
After we're done painting, we can eat it.
Yes, you can. If you dare.
Saw another dude use coffee grounds. Pretty sick too.
Yeah, coffee grounds, huh? That would. I've seen people literally paint over dirt and sand. Kind of the same method, but
Tonight, we're painting the mustard. Jeremy Diamond said, I have this picture in my head of Adam accidentally dropping mustard on a panel, and then the wheel started turning. Yeah.
Yeah, I was eating my hot dog.
You got some bun on that panel?
I got some bun on it.
In the corner.
What is that? It's a bug. Ah, it's okay. You'll add to the. I'll add to the effect.
Everything is edible at least. What the? I just flip over from watching my Thunder doing their thing, and we're finger painting with mustard. Oh, patina effect.
Thunder down under.
Does the mustard ever dry?
The mustard? No, the mustard is still wet under there. I'm guessing. Yep. Still.
I airbrush over glass cleaner foam makes a pretty sick effect.
Yeah, over glass cleaner. Yeah.
The bug wants dinner.
He's hungry.
Too bad that bug wasn't the cricket.
Almost got it. Just a little bit wet right there.
So is the mustard drying on there? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, the mustard is wet still. It's trapped. It's trapped underneath the white and the blue paint we put on here. It's kind of rusty, kind of corroded. We should do a poll. Is there a way to do a poll on here? Who thinks this is going to turn out tonight? Thinks it's going to be a bust?
Who thinks that really putting mustard on a paint job is going to work? Let's see.
Okay.
Who thinks that by you just watching Adam take a hot dog bun, put mustard on it, spread it on this paint job, has he lost his dang mind or what?
I guess so. Okay, glass cleaner. We're going to let that soak in there for a minute.
Do we bake it at 350 when we're done?
If you want. You got it toasted. You can have it cold.
What happens if you add grilled onions?
Could be some adhesion issues with that.
That's why you didn't have the glizzy on there.
No glizzy on there. What is the glizzy anyways?
The hot dog.
Oh, okay.
What the nude kids say.
Huh. All right, so check this out. We're just going to scrub this thing really hard.
Next trick, water slide a piece of bologna.
That'll stick real good. Just keep scrubbing.
Now you're washing off the mustard?
Mustard's going. The mustard is going. You can't keep the mustard under there. You'll have adhesion issues.
Adam,
You really got to scrub it though.
Adam,
Good scrubbing. There we go. See, look how good that's looking.
Adam found
Watch
out.
this. This is gonna be so awesome. Okay, sorry.
Adam found out about this the same way he started doing bullet holes. Dropped something and it was like, I'll be damned if I'm starting over.
Yeah, that's right. We'll rub it off. We'll just go with it.
Are
More
you,
mustard.
Are you using a microfiber rag?
Yeah. Yep. You can see that's pulling off all the mustard and the paint. Need to get it all off though.
What does Scotch-Brite pad work?
No, it's going to end up scratching the. Well, you know what? Maybe if you don't care if it scratches the base coat, but I really don't want to do that. The key is not to have anything looking uniform. You don't want to look anything looking repetitive. And I'll show you why that's important here in a minute, because we'll be doing some other. We'll be putting some other candy colors on top of this.
Just reminds me of how I got my nickname, says Cheddar.
Oh, great. Mine better not be mustard.
Mustard on the beat.
Oh, I like that better, I guess.
I bet that smells wonderful. Mustard and paint.
Okay. Whew. We got it. Let me get this cleaned off with a better rag.
I'm going to one up this and bury a whole hot dog and bun in epoxy. Maybe on a gas tank or something.
Okay. One more round just to make sure it's clean enough.
I saw this effect done with salt.
Really? Interesting. Okay. Looking good. I like it so far. Let me think. Let me get my head together.
Now use brown candy to make the rust effect. Just tossing that out there.
Hey, somebody's reading my mind. Somebody is reading my mind. Just need to, oh, there it is.
DJ Mustard.
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. This is just one of the effects that we're going to be doing on this. We're going to be using root beer brown, doing some other cool techniques with a brush. So, important thing, I actually learned this technique from Slickworks on YouTube. You can check him out. He does custom paint videos. He did a patina top, a white top on top of a Suburban or something, and he used this method, kind of what I'm doing here. One thing he did mention that helped me out was making sure that you have a brush with stiff bristles, because if it's too soft, it kind of what happens is it kind of lays flat. It's better just to poke it and just use that edge to be able to make that kind of effect. So I do have two different shades that I mixed up. So this is just root beer brown candy. I put a little bit extra gold in there to kind of turn it a little more orange. And then this is the same mixture of candy, but I put a little bit of yellow base coat in this. You can see the difference. See how this one's like mudded up? This one's transparent. This one has yellow base coat in it. So it's going to cover and look different. So we're going to start with the darker. Put this off to the side. And we're just going to take put enough here to be able to use that for a minute. Okay, let's start right here. Basically, I'm just kind of filling in the areas, kind of giving this a different look. You kind of work it out into the edge a little bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Ross in the house.
Yeah, I don't use a brush very often, right?
Not very often.
I really want the edges to look like really rusted, especially this top edge. I like these big chunks, but I want to mix up. Put a lot right there. I want to mix it up with this candy brown.
Happy little rust spots.
Ooh, not much there.
It's the Bob Ross cooking show.
It's a Martha Stewart, Bob Ross.
Cricket in the background.
He's our voiceover. He's letting all the other crickets know what the hell we're doing. A little more on there.
You need the afro to be Bob Ross.
I can do that.
Now beat the devil out of it.
Okay, just kind of looking around and seeing what areas.
I spent $7 grand on a paint job and he covered it in mustard. For real. That's only because he ate his lunch over it and had to do something to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm just going to put some little marks here and there. Try not to make them look uniform. Okay. And then maybe just a little bit around this. No chance.
Happy little trees.
Stop while I'm ahead, okay? All right, let's go. We're gonna take our airbrush, take our same mixture. We're gonna take the white out of there. We have white in there now. Yep.
I'm just curious how this method was discovered. Lunch break accident. That's what I think too.
Okay, so now I put the same root beer brown in the airbrush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a combination of that. And where in the heck did I put that? I should have a stencil somewhere.
What kind of stencil?
It's like a texture stencil.
Down there?
Is that it right there? No. You want to blend this real quick and then I'll go get it? Another one downstairs?
No. I think not. What does it look like?
Like a paper stencil. It's like clouds, you know? It's all textured.
Oh. Clouds.
It's on my hot dog. Nope. I'll go grab another one real quick. I'll take these.
I don't see it. Doing a Bob Ross landscape in Rust would be a gnarly background.
Here we go.
You weren't lying when you said custom paint. You break all the rules.
That's right. Make new rules.
I'm going to try this. This looks awesome so far.
And really, I'm just painting the edges. I have that same color over reduced.
Someone said, is the stencil under the hood? It could have been.
Oh, yeah.
You never know. It probably is.
Would have been a good one. Then you just kind of switch up the stencil so you're not using the same side. And really, we want it to look like...
What you call that stencil? Flat?
This is a texture stencil, Jared Mendez. Just putting a little more texture. I don't want to go overboard on it. See how it's just kind of nice and light, and I don't keep it all in one spot. Kind of so it looks like it's kind of rusting away right there. I really want the edges to be pretty dark, you know what I mean? I want them to be rusted all the way out where the blue's all the way gone, turned into a brown.
Shine Custom said, Adam, you and Ashley are just awesome. I love it. Teamwork and success. You guys rock.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice of you. Thanks.
You see how the brown, we're starting to lose a little bit of the contrast. That's what we kind of want. See how there's not as much contrast between the blue and the black now? Because that brown's obviously tinting the blue, but it's also slightly tinting the black a little bit brown as well.
Putting use lettuce or Swiss cheese as a stencil? You can't tell how far away from the hood you're spraying.
About that far. Kind of in between, you know. Sometimes I'm way up here, sometimes I'm way close. I'm going to take this logo here and I'm just going to kind of lightly make it look like water's kind of, or the water's kind of ran up underneath and kind of like rusted underneath there. Same thing here, a little bit darker.
You're going to have to buy LiME's new application tool in an 8-pack, or are they going to be available as one?
The 8-pack of what? I didn't get all that.
Walmart's going to be all out of hot dog buns and mustard tomorrow. If you guys have a barbecue, for Father's Day, save them and do a project. Save your mustard and hot dog buns.
Don't throw that out. It's patina in a bottle, man. A little bit more in this.
Where can we get that stencil? Love those Gerald Mendez textures. I like the mini versions. More details.
Yeah, I do too. You can just search it up. I think it's called the Texture Effect Stencil. I think is what it's called. This one's the paper one, though. It's not plastic. It doesn't last as long, but it's better because I don't know. It just has a different. I don't know if anybody's had this before and they agree with me. It's the paper ones are seriously way better. They start to get a little worn and they kind of bend up and they look more realistic. If they're faded out like this more. You see how when I'm laying this down, I'm not like putting it straight down. I'm like bending it a little bit, allowing it to hit one edge, and then kind of like, you know, just create like the fine details, just like that right there. Just kind of dirty that up a little bit. So I'll do the same thing here, kind of where.
Birdshot and cardstock, new stencil incoming. They're coated with something that helps them last. I love mine.
Yeah, yep. They start to break down though still.
Is the mustard smell overpowering?
Oh,
Definitely
it's gone
don't
now.
smell no mustard anymore.
No mustard now. Too crazy. Just gonna looking good. Now I'm just gonna kind of fade this edge into the blue.
I use Scotch Brite kind of pulled apart as a stencil for this effect.
Yeah, I've done that too. Actually, it works pretty good. Starts to look a little too uniform though. I feel like this is still a better option than that, but that works if you don't have it.
Now that's looking like a deer with some tall antlers. Texture FX2 and 3, I've been using solvents and they last a long time.
Okay, that side's looking pretty good right there. This side needs to a little more help.
Watch your head, buddy.
Okay, Letting that melt in right there. That's looking pretty good. Step back and take another look. Maybe a little bit more kind of blended into here.
Make sure to drop this down the stairs for a really nice effect.
Could do that. Still just a little bright right there. I want to kill that a little bit.
Have you ever used 0.015 or even 0.025 metal flakes?
No. I try to stay away from both of those sizes. It's a lot of work. And really, you're not getting the better shine out of it. You're getting more sparkle out of the smaller stuff. I've always used, I've used that back in the past because I thought it was better. It's just more work. More work, more materials to be able to bury those flakes. But if you were to compare big flake up next to like a mixture of 004 and 008, I would say that the smaller is better. Less of a salt and pepper look as well. You're pretty much, you're forced to kind of spray on top of silver when you have those big flakes too.
Is that the root beer brown candy?
Yep.
Black clear would look good on this.
Oh yeah. Yep. Black clear wood. That's actually how it's going to go down, man. You're right on it. Okay. We're going to go with that. That's looking 15 is enough. We're going to go back. Remember I said before we have this a little bit of this same root beer brown color. There was some yellow base coat I mixed up with it. We're going to take a little bit of that.
What will black clear do to the candy?
It's basically it's going to give it a nice, a real just nice even sheen. It's going to make this look more realistic, for sure. All right, we're just putting a little bit different color in here, kind of stand out, and it kind of sits on top of the candy. The candy is going to do, it's going to kind of bury everything underneath and kind of smooth everything out. This is going to give us one more little texture onto the top. It's going to make this thing, it's probably going to make it look convincing, at least in a photo. It's going to look just like real patina.
Did you say you mix mustard with brown?
That's, yeah, no. Did I say mustard? Gold. Yellow. Whoops.
APMP, Adam Paul Mustard Paint, Custom Paint and Catering. Good slogan.
There you go. I'll take it. We don't need too much on the blue, really. What we're looking to have is on the darker areas. Okay.
Maybe flick the candy into blue.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another. Oh, yeah. Thanks for that reminder, actually. I was planning on doing that. What I'll do is I'll take some more same color. Yeah, great call. So I'm going to soak the brush up, though. Get pretty soaked up here. We're going to we can do a couple different things. We can just hit it with our finger and kind of just, I think this is called stimpling. So you can take and you can just kind of just flip your brush. Let's see if we can just maybe blow some off of this. Not really. Let's see if we can try something else. We're just going to play with it for a second. Oh, there we go. A little more paint.
Don't touch it.
I'm sorry?
Don't touch the thing with the brush. I love that. Sell a rusty car, call it patina finish, charge a premium, best business move ever.
Yeah.
True.
Get some mustard. Okay, that just kind of put little specks around here and there. That looks pretty good. Change out my gloves.
Not the first time Adam has a brown finger.
What is that? Oh, you guys. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out just the areas that I want to shade. Pull off that one. And then this one right here. And then, let's see, I got one more right there. Once again, I just cut this off with my stencil, Cricut stencil cutter with the green line. Okay, where am I? Oh, right here. And I think that's it. Oh, what's this? Oh no, I already got that. This one right here. Yeah, I think I got it. Was there anything right here? Kind of hard to see once you got paint on it, but we're good. It's already painted there. Okay, we're good. Now we're gonna take.
Have you ever had a customer ask you to paint something so nasty or inappropriate you had to say no?
Well, and I didn't say no. That was the bad thing.
That's true.
A guy wanted me to paint pictures of his naked girlfriend on his bag, on the side of his bag. But the problem is his wife passed away I don't know, a year ago or something. Before that, and then the family I did it, and the family kind of really got pissed. You ever tell you about that?
Yeah.
God, they were not happy about that. I don't blame them though. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know, that's very tasteful, man. Okay. Anyways.
Did you miss some of that stencil, or are you meaning to?
I'm meaning to.
Okay.
Some of it's gonna stay that color of white.
Oh.
Okay, so I got black.
Chad said, haha, I remember that, Adam.
That was weird.
I have a problem with the vinyl coming off the backing taper when it's cutting. Any suggestions to fix that?
The vinyl coming off of what? The
backing taper.
While it's cutting?
When it's cutting. Is it cutting too deep, or is it maybe it's not cutting deep enough? Maybe?
It's cutting too deep, most likely, with the Cricut cutter. Is what's happening. You can change your settings when you get ready to print it to have it's either medium, less, or high.
Yeah, okay. You can change that in the settings, right before you cut it. You can change that.
So this is a black transparent candy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of follow these edges, and I'm going to kind of make a little bit of a chromish kind of look. I don't know. It's not going to be perfect. We're just going to kind of do it quick.
You meant the top half of the circle, the bottom?
This right here? Yes, because half of it's going to be shadowed and half of it's going to be highlighted.
Okay.
It'll make sense once I put it.
Okay. Kind of looks like it might be a Victoria's Secret logo for a second.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was going for.
Rusted Victoria's Secret. Yeah. That's the look.
Okay, we always want to test our pattern to make sure we're good.
All right,
And
I'm
this is gonna
trusting you, Adam. Don't mess it up.
See how over reduced this is? Like if I was leaving there for a second, it just spits out, right? It just blows out is what's actually what's called. But if we're nice and light with it, we can create nice, fine little detail because it's so thin. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. We want to be really nice and easy on it, just like that.
Looking like the hood of that blue car from the movie Cars that owns a gas station. I think I know what you're talking about.
And I'm kind of just putting, let me see if I can get up there a little closer. Kind of following this inside edge. We're not looking to fill it all the way in, that's for sure. We're just looking to accent it a little bit and kind of give it an overall kind of a coat. We don't want to fill it all the way in.
Starting to look really cool.
Thank you. I think it's going to be good. I think you're going to be impressed there, honey.
Are we taking bets?
I might have to add a little bit of variegated leaf to this thing in order to make sure it's good.
Oh my gosh. Recently I had to repair a tank that had a werewolf doing doggy on a lady. Pretty weird, but I fixed it. The customer was greasy and shaggy like a werewolf too.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
That's so awesome.
That's weird. People are weird.
Oh
my goodness. The thing is too, the guy that, so in order for him to paint his,
I'm sorry. What's going on here?
I'm trying to tell your story. The guy that wanted you to paint her had to send all these nudie pictures of her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. And they were like legit pictures. Kind of weird. Here, just look at these nudie pictures of my girlfriend. Or wife or whatever. People are
she
weird.
was like gone.
I know.
I know. I wasn't happy about it either.
Was she hot?
Okay. Not really. I mean, I feel bad for saying anything, really, but
I did a tattoo.
Not I was happy to look at.
I did a tattoo of a werewolf doing Kate Beckinsale. It was awesome though. Oh my god. What in the frick?
Butt tattoo.
These edges look like my 64 Caddy that I need to work on, except mine has the holes too. Chad said no, she was not hot. She was nude.
Good answer, Jack. Good answer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think we're ready there. I'm just going to put a little bit kind of over the top. Okay. We're good. Let's go ahead and grab our blade and we'll peel the rest of this off. Take a tape removal blade up here.
Did you want me to spin the wheel one of these times or still wait?
Yeah. Let me wait till I pull this off there.
Okay. This is looking great. Took a wrong turn for mustard. So crazy. Mustard. I thought he was teasing too. What's going on?
All right. Looks like got one more. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh no, that's the.
Wait a minute.
No, that's. Oh, I was supposed to pull this one out too. Oh well, dang it. There's supposed to be another. There's supposed to be another one of those right there. Well, shoot!
I freaking told ya. Sticker said. That's who's trying to tell you that upper 8.
What?
I freaking told ya.
No! Now what? I'm gonna have to fix it. Okay. Shoot.
We tried to tell you, but no, you're too into the
Somebody
must.
wasn't listening, huh?
Someone wasn't listening. Don't worry, guys. I say that all the time.
Come on.
You can do it, Adam. Freehand stencil. Use a freehand shield.
No, it won't look like the rest.
Use your little guide thingy.
I'll get it.
Oh, man. And I quote, "You're going to love this, honey." You can do it, Adam. Just keeping you humble, Adam. Don't want your head getting too big.
Yeah, that's right. You're not perfect around here. How you like that, huh? Yeah, a little trick for you.
Oh, yeah. Little trick. I have lots of tricks tonight.
That's right.
I'm currently razoring off a hand pin stripe I messed up. Thank God it's over clear.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why it's nice to clear coat stuff, like in between. If you're not sure, you're wanting to experiment with something, or you're practicing pinstriping, clear coat it before so that you can clean it off if you have a problem.
Adam said, "Boom, guys, fixing it."
Fixing it. Yep. No biggie. You can actually, you can go ahead and spin that wheel, actually, if you want to now. You know how to fix that.
You got the mustard tape. All right. I'm going to spin the wheel. What are they winning? I was late.
We're going to do a $25 gift card to the LiME Paint Supply Warehouse. Wait a minute. Is that what I said? Not a warehouse. Just LiMEPaintSupply.com. Why did I say that?
To the warehouse? Well,
Slow down for tongue, though. Okay, I think that's good enough.
not going to lie. Always good to see mistakes get fixed because we all do it.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Well, let's wait till we spin the wheel, pull that up, and see what your mistake looks like now.
Yeah, oh, it's fixed.
Voila. Boom. See? Fixed it.
Not that bad. All right. Go ahead, babe. You can go ahead and I'm going to take the edge of this card right here. I'm just going to put a little...
What do we do with $25 in mustard?
If you wanted mustard, we might have it.
Here's your winner.
Who we got? Oh, Scott Sassnad. Congrats, man. You did it. You won it. Congratulations. So I'm putting just the last little final touches on this. we could go as far as going in and like adding a drop shadow here, you know, because that would obviously look really good. We could do that real quick. There's no reason why we can't do that. Let's
There's
let's
pride
do
in fixing it.
a little bit. Oh, where did those stencils for the fire go? Those will work perfect.
This?
Yeah, that'll work. So, oh yeah, that'll work. Let's see.
Pretty cool, Adam.
Thank you. Oh, see, we're just gonna widen that up with. Am I doing that right? Yeah. There we go. Just a nice little drop shadow right there. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me do this one right here. Kind of line that up. That's what's nice about these stencils. You can kind of move them to put them where they need to go. That's pretty close right there.
Awesome.
And then it looks like that one goes right up underneath there. Not bad. Maybe right here too. And then a couple more here I'm seeing. So we could do this one as well.
How many
Do a little more.
how many spray cans would it take to do a set of Harley split tanks?
Probably two clear coat cans and then two base coat cans. You might be able to get away with one base coat can. All kind of depends on what you're painting and what you're painting over. If it's black, probably one can's going to do it.
Yes, awesome sauce. Literally mustard sauce.
Mustard sauce. That's it. Okay. A little more right here. All right, let's take a look at that now. You see how nice chromy that thing looks.
Chromy.
Chromy, looking chromy. All right, who's how much time we got left here? What are we at?
1 hour 14.
Okay, 1 hour 14. Okay, we're gonna do some variegated leaf stripes right here. Double pinstripe.
Wow.
We'll do that real quick. So maybe right here. So right here at this point, that's where I'm going to kind of guide it off of so I can get it on the same on the other side. Do that. About a 1/4 inch. And then this one we'll do about an 1/8 inch. Now you wouldn't want to do this with silver or gold leaf if you plan on spinning it, because this would leave a lot of texture. With the variegated, we're going to be able to get away with it. That's a little too wide right there. Let me redo that one.
Okay, that's okay. We'll go with it. We'll take our little mini masker.
Is that because of the line width?
Yes. You could actually stack the fine line as well, like so you can get perfect lines, and then pull them off. Like if you want that right there, you could have put another 1/4 inch line there, and it would have gave you a guide. Just tape on each side of it. We don't need that though. We'll just eyeball it. And this one might, oh yeah, there we go. That one I'll unroll all the way over here. So I can just run a piece of tape on that other side. Kind of tape each side and then fill it in. Okay, nice. Take and clean out our airbrush. Okay, with the limelight sizing glue right here, it needs to be mixed 1:1 with water. A clean cup. There. We'll put some in the cup there. Take a little bit of water. Whoa. Let's go all over the place. Stir it up. That way it makes it thin enough to be able to apply nice and thin without too much texture. One last little bit I see right here.
What air pressure for the sizing?
You can turn it all the way up is usually what I like. Like whatever, like 25, 30 PSI. Key is to make sure it's spraying smoothly. Doesn't want to be chunky or too thick coming out of the airbrush. Okay, we'll give that just a second. Oh, that's tacking up right there. That's looking good. Okay. That's all we're going to need is just those couple of coats. Okay, we're good. Once it's tacky and not wet, you're good to leave. You don't need to wait. Touch up that little area right there. Okay. Uh-oh.
Spankily, how long does the sizing glue stay tacky?
It depends on how warm it is. I'm all out of sizing, or all out of variegated. Let's see if I have more right here. A couple more pieces. It stays open for about depends on how hot, usually about 5 minutes or so. If you notice it's not tacky anymore, you could just apply another coat. It's best to like break it up in sections if you have too much. You have a lot to do. Just do the section and then move on. If you're new, it'd be better to do one and then do the other.
Cricket makes a great backdrop for this painting.
There we go.
Get that aggression out, buddy. Whoa.
This might be my last sheet here.
You better make it work.
Yeah. My little brush. Oh, I kind of wiped some of that away. Wow.
Whoa.
Should have pressed that down.
Where's your roller?
I need to grab that roller actually. Let me where's the piece? Oh, here's a piece right here on the ground. Boom. Let me use that roller. Here we go. Thanks for reminding me. I'm just going to kind of push the edges down with the bristles. It's actually okay if this thing's a little choppy. I feel like it's going to go along with the whole paint scheme anyways. I wanted to put a little bit of variegated stripes in here just to see what it's going to look like and maybe spice this thing up a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Let's peel it off and see what it looks like, huh? Okay.
If my calculations are correct, the crickets are saying it's 60 degrees at your place. It really is.
All right. Whoa, I put one over. Wow, I didn't even that up very good, did I? Look how far that one's off. It's okay.
Looking nice as hell. It's perfect, Adam.
It's looking good, huh?
Yeah. Does look good. It's patina anyway. Leaf doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Did you think a mustard would turn into this?
No, I did not.
You know, because we did just start with a bare aluminum panel not too long ago. 1 hour and 28 minutes ago.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, not bad. Okay. Once this is has the flat clear coat on it, it's going to look a lot more convincing because what you're seeing here still has quite a bit of gloss. So once the sheen can be just like one sheen, it's going to be, like I said, a lot more convincing. I was off a little bit on the alignment of my pinstripes. I really didn't measure anything out, but
Good job, man. Looks great.
yeah, not bad.
And you didn't even sweat on it.
I didn't. Didn't happen.
Looks good.
I was sweating though, but I wasn't sweating on it. Okay, let's spin that wheel one last time and we'll get another winner.
Now, what are they going to win?
Same thing. Yep.
What? Same.
$25 gift card to the Shopify website. So LimeLinePaintSupply.com. You just got to hit us up on our email to get that discount code if you win. If you want a t-shirt instead, we could just trade you out for a t-shirt and ship you a t-shirt.
How would you make it look chalky?
This whole thing? Chalky?
Mm-hmm.
You could take a little Scotch-Brite and maybe like fuzz it up a little bit. But really what you would do is put satin clear coat on this. That's what's going to give it a nice, even, smooth sheen that's going to look convincing.
Does the
Because you look right here, it's really, really glossy still, like right there. See how shiny it is on the candy? And the texture, the texture will kind of hide a little bit. Oh, the texture does make it look better.
Does the plastic with the tape hold paint? I got some one time that the paint would come off.
It should, yeah. It should. It depends on what paint it is.
Have you ever tried the corroded metal system? Looks similar, dude. Nice work. No, we just use mustard.
Just mustard. Just the mustard.
There you go.
All right, let's do it. Hi, Folk. You want it, man? All right. I don't think he's ever won before, has he? Maybe a long time ago. Yeah, congrats. You got that gift card, or if you want a t-shirt, we can trade you out for that too. Okay, I think that's it. We are finished. Appreciate you guys. No clickbait here. So if you see another thumbnail, hey, I'm telling the truth. Where it's going to happen.
It wasn't clickbait tonight. It really was mustard on this thing.
It was mustard tonight.
What does Ryan say at softball?
It's rye breading.
Get out the rye bread.
Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
That's what we think of this paint job. Pretty dang cool with just a little bit of mustard on a bun.
Mustard. You can do this to your whole vehicle, really.
Are we going to be here next week or no?
No, we won't be here next week.
Yes, we are going to be out of town. So we will not see you guys next week, but we will next. So in that, just have you guys have a happy Father's Day because we will be gone for Father's Day weekend. So you guys have a good weekend this weekend and happy Father's Day next.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Bye, guys.